If you're thinking about bunion surgery or are already recovering, this is the most detailed and honest story you'll find. I'm sharing my personal experience with Chevron bunion surgery, from preparation to recovery, and all the lessons I've learned along the way. Bunions run in my family. My mom has them too, but hers have never caused pain. For me, though, things got worse over time. My big toe joint became red and painful, and even walking for 30 minutes left the bone hurting. After seeing a podiatrist at a top orthopedics hospital, they confirmed surgery was the best choice. We decided to start with my left foot, which was worse because my big toe was pushing under the second toe. The surgery experience. On the day of surgery, they gave me medicine to relax and numbed my lower body with injections in my back. At first, I felt a cold sensation travel up my spine, followed by a strange wave-like pain spreading toward my right hip. After that, my legs became numb, and I fell asleep. When I woke up, my foot was wrapped in bandages, and the nurse told me the painkillers would wear off soon. She wasn't joking. The pain hit hard. Pills didn't help much, so I was given an injection that finally made the pain manageable. The swelling and discomfort were intense, but thankfully, the worst subsided after 2 days. Recovery at home. Once I got home, I took care of my wound myself because going to a clinic was too much trouble. Every 3 days, I cleaned the wound, applied disinfectant, and changed the bandages. Thankfully, there was no infection, but I felt very tired for 3 weeks, often sleeping for 12 hours a day. Moving around was another challenge. Crutches were exhausting, and a wheelchair didn't fit through narrow doors at home. I ended up using a knee scooter, which was a lifesaver. It was easy to use, and I could even take my dog out for walks again. By the 3rd week, day 17 to be exact, my skin began to heal, and the scar hardened enough for me to stop using bandages. I also started using bunion spacers to keep my toes in place. After trying different types, I found that silicone gel spacers with straps worked best because they didn't cause pain. 2 months after surgery, as I started walking more, I noticed knee pain on the upper and outer side of my leg. My podiatrist explained that the offloading shoe I was using had a thick sole, which was causing an imbalance. I switched to regular wide-fit shoes with thick cushioning. My first pair caused an ingrown toenail because they were too tight, but then I tried FitVille's HeelAero shoes with a roomy 4E toe box. These were perfect. No more knee pain or awkward walking. Getting back on my feet. By the 4th month, I was walking normally. I even went hiking with friends in FitVille's Rebound Core sneakers and managed to walk for 7 hours on grassy trails. My calves were sore, but my feet didn't hurt at all, which felt like a huge victory. However, I had trouble jogging. My foot started hurting again, and my podiatrist explained this was because the muscles and arches in my foot had weakened during recovery. They suggested I use insoles with metatarsal pads, but for now I'm sticking to walking instead of running. Life today and reflections. Now, 7 months later, my left foot has healed, but it looks a little different. The gap between my big toe and second toe is slightly wider than before. My right foot, which hasn't had surgery yet, still hurts after long periods of standing or working in the garden, even when I use bunion spacers and wide-fit shoes. Here's what I've learned from this journey. 1. Surgery is more painful than I expected, which is why I'm not sure about doing my other foot. 2. Most podiatrists recommend surgery only if bunions are causing pain. They'll also decide whether to use a minimally invasive procedure or the Chevron method based on how severe the bunion is. 3. A knee scooter is much easier to use than crutches or a wheelchair, especially in small spaces. 4. It's normal for foot arches to weaken after surgery, but they will recover with time and care. 5. Toe spacers and wide-fit shoes, like FitVille's HeelAero or Rebound Core, are must-haves. They help keep your feet comfortable and aligned during recovery. If you're dealing with bunions or considering surgery, I hope my story helps you feel more prepared. Let me know if you have questions or want to share your experience. I'd love to hear from you.